place?
Let's go.
Where are we?
Oh, I know this place. It's the Tesseract from Interstellar.
What is that?
Interstellar is a movie. And in the story, spoiler alert, Matthew McConaughey's character, Cooper, has to investigate a 5-dimensional Tesseract where he experienced time as a spatial, physical dimension. This makes him able to manipulate and communicate with the past and lead the humans on an exodus out of a dying Earth. RIP.
That's just way too confusing. You said 5-dimensional, as in like a dimension that's impossible for us to realize, right? So how could they have shown it in the movie then?
In the movie, the VFX artists had to find a way to portray the 5th dimension in the 3rd dimension for the audience and the characters in the movie. And that's where Jacobian matrices come in.
Jacobian matrices are matrices where its elements are partial derivatives. This means that they can represent a change in a number of variables.
How'd they use that in this specific scene though?
The black hole's gravitational field in the movie is supposed to affect light in unusual ways, bending and stretching it across 5D space. Jacobians were used in rendering these light distortions within a warped space-time. This math helped ensure that light paths bend realistically under extreme gravitational forces.
See all these small lines and grid spaces? Jacobians were used to calculate their velocity and how they behaved when the camera was moving.
In Cooper's case, his movements inside the Tesseract needed a lot of calibration to appear correct. The visual team used Jacobians to track his interactions in the 5D space so it would correctly reflect in the background for the movie.
Yeah, when he pushes against the 5-dimensional wall, this creates a ripple effect across the entire strip of that wall. Jacobian matrices were used to make this effect possible, including the motion blur here.
Oh, speaking of motion blur, Jacobians were also used here to calculate the speed and direction of each blur pixels in relation to the movement of the camera, creating the blur effect. This makes it seem like Cooper is traveling extremely fast to the Tesseract.
Ultimately, the Jacobians were the foundation of the visual effects in Interstellar, which Christopher Nolan had to go back to and create a correct mathematical interpretation of the Tesseract for the movie.
Okay, well now that all of this is wrapped up, let's go get rescued by the surviving humans, go back to the giant space station, rebuild our AI companion, steal a spaceship, head into the spatial frontier, land on the new habitable planet, and repopulate with Anne Hathaway.